Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We are back with another unrealistic TBR for me because I don't read many books a month and yeah, this is unrealistic. But it's okay. I forgot to grab a book. Actually, I forgot to grab a few books. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, hold on. I need to grab one more book. Okay. Like I said, unrealistic TBR for the month of October. I'm definitely not gonna read this many books in the month of October, but you know, I can hope. So, yeah, we're gonna just jump right into it. By the way, my name is Ruby Lena. I also go by Asylum. This is my channel. I have mostly done a book videos so far, but I'm planning to do some like other videos soon. Just not soon enough. But yeah, today we're gonna go through my unrealistic TBR for October. So first we're going to start off with this small pile right here. First I have two Tony Hillerman books. One is called The Hunting Badger and one is called A Thief of Time. My mom got me these for my birthday. They smell so good. Anyway, that sounds really weird. Anyways, she bought me these two books because I've been really liking reading thrillers lately, and these are supposed to be some Navajo culture thrillers. So yeah, gonna read these. Well, I'm gonna try to read those. Next is the House of Furies 3-book series by Madeleine Rue. Yeah, these are supposed to be like young adult gothic horror books. So as you guys know, I've read the book of Living Secrets by Madeleine Rue not that long ago, and I really did enjoy it. So yeah, this is also what I'm going to try to read. And then of course I also have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I've been wanting to read this book for literal ages. I want to read this book so badly. So yeah, that's also on my TBR for the month of October. And then we're going to start on this pile. Actually, no. Before we get to that pile, we're going to go through this pile. I also want to finish reading the Dreamland Billionaires series. It may not be spooky, because I definitely know it's not going to be, because this one had more of winter in it. And I loved it. It's tabbed to all freaking hell. And it made me cry at the end, and I loved it, and it was so good. But I need to read Terms and Conditions and Final Offer as well. But we'll just see if we get around to reading these this month. So yeah, but yeah, the Dreamland Billionaire series. I also have A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I have been wanting to read this. I read a little bit of it when we were walking in the store when I first grabbed it, and I really want to finish reading it, but I don't have the rest of the series. That's the only thing that's stopping me from reading it. So we'll see if I pick this one up in the month of October or not. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that is a maybe on there. Other thing is I might also pick up Twilight sometime during this month. And yeah, but we'll see. So yeah, Twilight as well. And then we're gonna get started in this pile. So first book I have is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I have not read this book, like, at all. I have a nice pretty bookmark in here. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. But I have not read I have not read Coraline at all. Wow, brain dead. I have not read Coraline at all. It would be my first time reading Coraline. It's one of my best friend's favorite books, and I love the movie Coraline. I do know that Coraline doesn't have Wybie in it, and it's just Coraline through the entire book. But yeah, I would love to give this a read this month at some point. Next is I have Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I've heard such good things about this. A Clockwork Reader, also known as Hannah, really liked it. And yeah, that's where I got the recommendation for this book, is from A Clockwork Reader. So yeah, that's on my TBR for this month. And then I have 2 Stephen King books. This would be my first time reading Stephen King if I read one of these books this month. So I have Stephen King's Finders Keepers, and I have Stephen King's Fairy Tale. And yeah, I'm hoping to get around to reading either of those this month, really. Next is I have A Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. This is supposed to be a thriller, I believe, and I heard about it forever ago. I don't remember where I heard about it, but yeah, this is on my TBR for October. Next is The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. Yeah, Alex E. Harrow. I had witch in the name. I've been wanting to give it a read for a while. It just seems like it would be really good. So yeah, got that. Next is I have The Corpse Queen by Heather M. Herman. I picked this up at one of me and my boyfriend's favorite freaking bookstores back in the Springs. That's where we're from. We're from Colorado Springs, Colorado. So yeah, I picked this up. I really want to give it a read because it does seem quite interesting. And yeah, I picked this up in the I paused for such a long time there, sorry, as I was reading this part on the top. Anyway, it seems really interesting. It seems like I will really enjoy it, so I'm going to see if I can try to pick that up during this month as well. The other 2 books, you guys know, is At the Edge of the Woods by Matsugu Ono, and The Keegan House Murders by Yukido Ayasuji. I've been wanting to read these 2 books for ages, since I bought them. So we're definitely going to try to read these, especially since they're quite short books as well. So I'm hoping to get around to reading these at some point during this month. Also, I'm also going to be trying to reread Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, because it just seems like the correct month to do it in. And try to read through the rest of the series, because I do own all of the books. I've just only read the first one and like maybe half of the second book. So yeah. Next is some classics. Well, no, I'll do classics here in a minute. Next is, I have read this book before. I read this book freaking years ago. Dog hair floating around in the room. Anyways, ignore that. But I read this book freaking ages ago. I read this book from my old library. This is The Woman in the Walls by Amy Lukovics. I remember it was kind of slow at the beginning, but at the end it like really picked up, and I keep trying to tell people about it, but I don't fully remember it, so I would love to give it a reread again to see how I actually feel about it now. So yeah, that's on my TBR as well. And then I have some classics like I was talking about. First, I have Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. First of all, can we just appreciate this beautiful copy of Frankenstein? So yeah, this is going to be on my TBR. I also have Dracula by Bram Stoker. So excited to read this at some point. I love it. And then I also have this beautiful copy of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. look at how beautiful this copy is. It's gorgeous. And yeah, that's the other classic I'm going to try to read. So yeah, very large number of books this month. I'm also planning to read a few other books that I don't currently have. Let me grab my iPad real quick and I'll tell you. So, got my iPad. All my stickers. Anyways. But yeah, I'm planning to also read a few other books. I just don't have them physically yet, which is perfectly fine. I want to read The Darkest Prince. If anybody's been on TikTok, they know what that is. I want to read The Darkest Prince by Gillian Frost. I'm also going to hopefully get both of the Cat and Mouse duet books, which is called Haunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline. So, yeah. And then I also want to read Evil Boys, Spine Ridge University by Clarissa Wilde. And I believe that's all the books I really have to read in the month of October. So yeah, I have a really, really long TBR for the month of October that I'd really like to read all of the books on my TBR for this month. But I have a feeling that's not going to happen. I feel like I'm going to get like maybe 3 of these done. It's just sad. But yeah, that's most of my TBR for the month of October. We'll see if I add anything else along the way. But yeah, there's my very unrealistic version of my October TBR. What I'm currently reading is Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes. Let me grab the cover real quick. Oh, here's the cover. Very pretty cover. It's Murder Your Employer, Volume 1, The McMaster's Guide to Homicide by Rupert Holmes. And yeah, this is what I'm currently reading. I DNF'd Lorrigan. I'm gonna see if I can read it sometime when I'm feeling more in the mood for it, but I just could not get into it. Like, I was dragging my feet at page like 40, I think, or around page 40, and I just could not. It was just, yeah. So I DNF'd it for now. But yeah, I'm currently reading Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes, and then hopefully I can get this done in a few days so I can read some of this other giant stack of books. But yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, I would love it if you leave a like. I would also love it if you stuck around for a little while, hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!